Hello guys and welcome back to Suntool Gaming. So today we have Yoinked from the YouTuber, and if you don't know what this is, it is basically my take on another YouTuber's little shtick. So we're doing my take on learning from a YouTuber, which is primarily done by Microforce X Watt Blitz Adventures. So go on over to his channel if you don't know what this is about. Check out some of the learning from the YouTuber videos that he does. However, this is my take on Micro's gameplay, learning from the YouTuber, or since it's me, we've yoinked this one. Alright guys, don't forget to hit that like button for us, leave a comment, hit the bell for notifications, do any one of those three things. It helps support the channel and I do thank you entirely for it. Now, without further ado, let's get right into this gameplay. And right off the bat here, we have Ghost Factory. Now, Microforce looks to be driving the M6 Yo with the Pride camouflage. Now, if you haven't seen my map control video on this, do check it out. But this is one of those large maps. You have to sort of stick with your team. You cannot split up. And it looks like right off the start here, Micro's team is all on the same page. They are all going to the same corner of the map. It doesn't really matter which corner you go to, so long as the entire team goes the same way. Now, we are just going to pause it here, and we're going to jump into the mini-map and just watch what's about to happen. Now, you can see here, Micro is crossing the tracks. Now, unless you have allies on that track line, they can't really shoot over this ridge to help you out. Now, we've got one light spotted there, a medium spotted, and if you notice just behind Micro here, we have a heavy crossing the tracks, which is good for Micro. It means that he now has support, whereas before he was isolated, he was alone. So having that heavy tank coming across the tracks behind Micro is definitely going to help him out. Now, you can see the medium there. He is in a position just to be able to shoot into Micro's allies. They are kind of spread out and scattered, which is not the best thing for a team. When you're attacking this corner of the map, you have to sort of be together so as you can focus your fire. With it being as spread out as it is, it may not go in their favour. And there is the entire enemy team of Reds, as well as the TD there, which is going to keep Micro from progressing forward. Now, in this situation, you've kind of got to deal with that TD. With him sitting there, you can't really cross the open towards where the medium is in front of Micro there, so he can't really get in to help his teammates out. And the heavy tank that is behind Micro is also now in the same situation as Micro, except he does have the choice of being able to go back over to his teammates if he wants to, which I don't think he should. I don't think he will. I haven't seen this gameplay before, guys, but we're gonna find out in a second. So let's get back to the in-tank view. So this is what happened on the mini-map here. As you can see, Micro is pulling up to his bush. There's the first light tank that we spotted on the mini-map. There's the medium we spotted on the mini-map. And you can see Micro just looking for the shots there. There is the TD. It is a Death Star. I probably would have gone for a track shot there. When you're running an autoloader, especially this one with the 3 shots, going for that track shot on your first shot can definitely make the difference. He might have been able to get all 3 shells out there instead of just the 2. But good work still managing to get those 2 shells into the Death Star and make him back off. You can see his teammate there in the AMX has also got some shots on the Death Star as well. He is pushing up very aggressively, and Micro's taken some risky blind shots. I think that last one might have hit if the Death Star stayed where he was. We'll see in just a moment. But good awareness from Micro, just looking at what the enemy team's doing. As you can see, Micro's team have already lost 2 tanks. They are not faring very well over that side, and Micro knows this, so he's pushing forwards. He did get that very nice bounce from the Death Star, and you can see his teammate is also pushing forward with him. So great teamwork going on here by these two. Now Micro's team is already 3 tanks down in that corner. That leaves it a 4 versus 7. This AMX 50B does get the clearance on the Death Star there though, which is good. And Micro pulling up into this semi-hull down position. Hopefully he can clear out some of these tanks. Now I would go for the Sheridan right here. Just because that grill couldn't push up much further than he was. However, that's not what happened. He does clear out the grill though. The Sheridan, I think, is just going to dunk another shell into, yep, killed his teammate there. That's probably why I would have killed the Sheridan. Nice shot there to clear him out though afterwards. So Micro being very passive, playing very cautious, which is what you need to do, especially when the team has pushed in and done this. Now, you can see his AMX 50B was not as patient. He pushed in and he's getting himself wrecked. Now that was a lovely track shot there. Micro wasn't aiming for it, but that allowed him to get those 3 shots out, like I said in the start of the match, which is great to see, good to happen. Now it is a 1 versus 2. Micro has managed to keep all of his hit points to this point of the match though. These guys are quite healthy. Does get the bounce there, but he also bounces the enemy tank. And there's not much Micro can do here except wait for the enemy to push on him. Because if he pushes on them, he's going to be out of position and he's not going to do very well. Now you can see he's just trying to use the cover from this rock here, make sure that heavy tank can't spot him, and just try and keep a track of where that medium tank is, because that is the dangerous target here. That medium tank is the one that's going to cause Micro problems, especially with the damage per minute that it has over autoloaders like the Yo here. Once Micro's fired all of his shots, he's got nothing. Now you'll notice Micro only kept 2 shells in his chamber there, which can work out in his favor. If this medium thinks that he still had 3 rounds, he's not going to push on him when he needs to. Now Micro gets another lovely shot there, and you can see if this medium thought he had that 3rd round, that's why he's running away. If he knew that Micro was on a reload, he probably would have attacked Micro. Now I like the use of pushing forward into the ditch there to get the bounce, and focusing the correct target too, taking out the more dangerous of the 2 targets. He's not worrying too much about this IS-8 behind him. He probably will take a shot, and he does just that. He loses half his hit points, but this medium tank is a 1-shot now. Should have run the other way, to be honest. Running the way he did just allowed Micro to get around this rock and put cover between himself and the IS-8. Now he does have 2 shells in his chamber. Is he going to go for the 2 shots? We will find out. It doesn't look like he's going to go for a reload, which is fair enough. Gets 1 nice shell into the side of the IS-8 there, backing up. Can he get the second one? And unfortunately that bounces. Now he is on a reload. The IS-8 has poor gun depression and is pushing towards him. I would stop him on that ridgeline so he can't get his gun down to hurt me. But Micro does manage to push around that rock because of the track shot he got into the IS-8. And he gets that full reload on. Now, as you can see there, the IS-8 is actually having trouble getting his gun down. Don't know where that shot was going. Micro gets all 3 of his shells into the IS-8, and it is very winnable at this point. Now, right there, right here, that is exactly what I was saying Micro should have done just a moment ago when the IS-8 was coming the other way. Stopped him a little bit late, but it didn't seem to matter. He does get the penetrating shot through the front plate there with the angle that the IS-8 had fallen down on. And that was a very lovely match. I hope you guys learned something from this. Nice 5,000 damage there, class 1, 5 kills. Great work there. Good work with the AMX 5100 50B, sorry, as well. I mean, so much good gameplay there, but it goes to show, guys, if you're patient, if you play a bit more passive, you can turn the tides in a game that looks like it's going to be a loss. So before we sign off here, big thanks to Microforce for sending me in this replay. It was fun doing this little take on it, and I hope you guys all learned something from this video. Don't forget to hit that like and the subscribe button for me if you have not already. Until next time, guys, stay safe, use cover. Cheers.